Hello and welcome to the very first episode of The Art of Kicking Ass Elegantly TV. I'm your host, Michelle Hext. Well, the very first episode was always going to be a big one, and so many ideas ran through my head about what could be the thing that I could start off with. And then the more I thought about it, the more I got to thinking the most important thing is, what can I give you at this time of the year to help propel you forward in 2015? And so today, what I'm going to be talking with you about is the 3 books that you must read before you hit 2015. These 3 books changed everything in the way that I went about doing business. And if you haven't read them yet, then they really should be on your list. These are books that you can read, in less than a day. So if you bunker down over a weekend when you've got some spare time, you could probably get through all 3 of them. Okay, so the first one is called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And The Big Leap talks about the premise of upper limiting. And upper limiting just means that, we're very comfortable being comfortable. And when our star starts to rise, or when we start to experience a level of success, we hit an upper limit. New level, new devil is another thing that he says. And so what we find is that if our business life is going along really well and we're experiencing success, then sometimes what we'll do is we'll make things uncomfortable in our personal life. Or if our personal life is screaming along at a great rate of knots and everything's awesome, we'll find a way to upset the balance in our business life. So if you are someone and you find that you continue to hit upper limits, you just can't seem to break through, then that is a really powerful book. Really helped me a lot. And now I'm very good at recognizing when things are going along beautifully. If something, if I'm starting to pick arguments with my other half or that sort of thing, I know that this is an upper limit issue and that I need to address what's really going on. So that's the first book. The second book is called Turning Pro, and that's written by Steve Pressfield. And Turning Pro is about, I guess it's the tail end of the entrepreneurial journey where, when we first start out and we're like, I'm going to have a blog and I'm going to send out a newsletter and all that sort of stuff, and it can be a little bit ad hoc. And Turning Pro is all about just elevating yourself and raising to a new level and not accepting anything less. So if your blog goes out on a Monday morning, it must go out on a Monday morning. If your website's looking a bit shoddy, it's about doing whatever it takes to make sure that your website's reflecting your brand. It's pretty much a year of Turning Pro is what I did a couple of years ago, and it changed everything. So that book's a great one. I love the concept. Can't say I love the book that much, but I really did love the concept. Steve Pressman also has another book called Do the Work. So if you're in the middle of writing a book or creating a program or something like that, Do the Work is a great book as well. I'm going to make sure that at the bottom of the video these links are in here, so you don't need to be scribbling furiously. I'll make sure that they're in there. And the last one is called Get Rich Lucky Bitch, and this is written by Denise Duffield Thomas. And Denise is she's so gifted at being able to help people shift money mindsets. And for me anyway, I left school at 14, grew up in quite a poor family. And so for me, having a lot of money was a very uncomfortable thing. And as soon as it was in my account, I'd find a way to spend it. And it's about really growing up financially and helping you to shift those money blocks and move forward. For women, it's really important. Men tend to not have, I know it's a generalization, but in my experience, men tend to be a lot more practical with their money, and they save a bit and they invest a bit, and they just seem to do it a lot better. And women have such an emotional attachment to money, and we see it as an extension of ourselves a lot of the time, and it really holds us back. So that's a really great book. Anyway, if you read those books, so we're talking about your upper limit, making sure that you stop hitting that self-imposed ceilings and helping you to really break through. We're talking about Turning Pro. So we're talking about, instead of half-assing your business, really seeing this as your livelihood and your empire that you're building, and doing everything that you need to do to be 100% professional about the way you go about things. And the last one is the big one, which is money and shifting your money mindset. If you can nail all of those things or get a really good handle on those things before you head into 2015, you are going to hit the ground running, and you're going to find that the issues that you keep bumping into time and time and time again, if they're not resolved, you'll at least have a really good handle on knowing what's exactly going on so that you can take action to, work your way through it and just keep moving forward rather than letting it hold you back. Anyway, that's it for the first episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please sign up to my newsletter below if you'd like to stay in touch. I'll always be posting out when the episodes come out. Also, head to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it there and stay in touch, and I'll see you next time.